back to the hangar. We're working on Project Camaro's front suspension. We just got done putting the 4-link from RideTech in the back, and we went with the RideTech tubular front. This system's all designed to work together. Some pretty neat stuff from RideTech, which I'll illustrate here in a minute. Yesterday we stripped all the old suspension components off the front of the subframe, also all the old steering components off the front of the subframe. I cleaned up those areas that were previously not particularly accessible, where those components had been when the car was media blasted. So that was all cleaned up, and then repainted the subframe so everything looks real nice. We're also going to be using RideTech's steering components, with the exception of a gearbox, which I'm replacing the steering gearbox with a new quick ratio one. So here the upper A-arm is just mounted in place. It's not, the hardware's not on it yet. But I want to show you some features of what this stuff can do. So the way they do these tubular mounts is they accept these little slugs in these slots, and there's one laying right there. And these slugs are made in 3 different varieties. And here's the instructions. So as you can see, we have the centered slug. The hole is in the middle of the slug, at the top one there. And then that slug can be offset either the front or the back. So you can change these out if you desire. And what that's going to do is put more caster in your front suspension. So in other words, you can modify your front suspension by changing these slugs out to make it a more track or race friendly suspension. We're setting it up for street use, so you know, with the more neutral caster. The other thing that they allow you to do is the center bar here that you're looking at is actually offset. And what I mean by that is you can rotate this bar 180 degrees over the other direction, and it moves it in and out, which changes your camber too. So by doing these things, it makes your front suspension adjustable for anything from autocross to full track to just street use. Pretty neat stuff, all just done by some bolt-in components that could be changed down the line if your needs for the car change or you want to go a different direction with it. So I'll take you through putting this stuff in. I've got this side fully assembled and everything's torqued, so really nice looking setup. A couple things about these coilovers. They provide you with a tool that'll let you adjust the tension on this seat of this spring. So you can wind that up, or, well, really just up, because it's not loaded right now. So you can wind this up and increase the tension on that spring to get a stiffer ride. The other thing they give you is an adjustable shock. Now, it's got 24 positions, and you can adjust it simply by rotating that knob. So if you want your ride softer or firmer, you just rotate the knob in the appropriate direction. So pretty neat stuff for a street car. You can adjust it to anywhere you want, and if you want to take it on the track, you can make it really firm. So neat stuff by RideTech here. So now this side's done, and we're going to move on to the driver's side, and we'll get that installed. Then we're going to install the RideTech sway bar for the front, and after that we'll move on to the steering. The brand new RideTech tubular front coilover suspension is now fully installed, along with the sway bar, which is about, at least 3 times the size of the factory unit. So this is what it all looks like when it's completely in the car. We've also installed a brand spanking new quick ratio power steering box. It's going to make the car really nice to drive, nice and tight. So you have now got a 1967 body wrapped up under a brand new modern suspension system. The car should handle really nice. This RideTech system lowers the car about 2 inches from its factory height to give it a real nice stance. So that's it. Tomorrow the RideTech steering components are supposed to arrive, so we'll start installing those. And that's what it looks like.